You miss Greg? I don't.
Mrs. Greg.
Who misses Greg?
This
Greg's
is
a
recorded
former-
on the record. Anu does not miss Greg. She said
You
it.
guys are gonna
Fighting?
cause each other. Oh God. What's that?
Anyway,
Are you guys still fighting?
Me and Greg. Always.
Yeah.
We're always fighting. Aren't you aware?
all right. Hope you guys had a nice weekend, and everybody watching had a nice weekend. We had some more Google search ranking volatility this weekend, heating up and into today, and also Bing Webmaster Tools might give us some filters, which is about time. Mordy, what do you got for us?
Do you want me to cover some of the news today? Well, sign in to continue.
And Anu?
Yeah, ChatGPT is testing some new ways of seeing your ads.
All right. So it wouldn't be a video without a search ranking volatility story. So yeah, we had one again, August 1st, going in through today. It does seem to be heating up a little bit more today than it was on August 1st. There was definitely a lot of chatter over the weekend. So yeah, this one started not on a Friday, but started somewhat on a Saturday. And if you look at the pattern, it usually seems to be on the weekends for some reason. Maybe SEOs have nothing better to do than complain about their rankings on the weekends. So we'll see what happens. But there is definitely a lot of chatter, and the tools are kind of, actually collaborating that. So it's interesting to see what's going on with that. So if you did see any ranking volatility, you're definitely not alone. And if you want to go ahead and check your Google ranking volatility in Bing, you won't be able to do that, no. But you will be able to filter potentially in Bing Webmaster Tools the URLs, queries, and other search performance metrics directly in the Bing Webmaster Tools report. You've been able to do this forever in Google, but you're not able to do this in Bing Webmaster Tools. So you want to say, I want to see how this specific URL is doing, or this query over time. There was no really way to filter easily based off of that. So Lily Ray complained about this on Twitter, on X, and Krishna from Microsoft Bing, who has taken over the role from Fabrice Cannell, said, thanks for the request. ACK, if you don't know what that means. We will work on it, smiley face. That's what he said. So they're working on it. It will be happening soon. We have no ETA, but it will be happening. When he says we're working on it, they mean they're working on it.
It's all I hear is the Mars attacks.
All right, but you do need to sign in to actually get access to Bing Webmaster Tools. Do you need to sign in to get anything else?
Yeah, my house.
We need to sign in to get into your house.
Yeah, we only take people with business emails into my house. Yeah. So that's what's interesting about this test to me. So spotted this. Kamlesh Shukla spotted where he was incognito on Chrome, and if you've spam Google before, if you run lots of manual testing, you've gotten their CAPTCHA before 1 million times. This is not that. This is asking you to sign in to continue as a way of verification. It seems like that you're human. I'm not. So what's the difference if I sign in or don't sign in? I like going to Barry's site on mobile because it always asks me verify you're human. And I feel validated.
A lot of spam in that email box, so yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I am. Thank you.
It's only in the email box. You don't have to verify, so it's okay.
So anyway, this means you'd have to sign into your Google account. But let's say I don't have a Google account. So can I not use Google unless I have an account? I like being signed out, by the way.
Yeah, I do most of my searches signed out. Then I compare them to signed in sometimes, but most of my searches are signed out, especially for testing purposes. And then it's interesting, it makes sense. Google gives you a CAPTCHA if you go to page 3 or 4 or 5, because no human is actually going to page 3, 4, or 5. But to actually go ahead and try to sign you in as a human verification as opposed to CAPTCHA might be some pretty big technical issues for these SEO tools that are trying to scrape these things. So we'll see what happens with them. I guess they can make them accounts, but I don't know how that will work.
Yeah, just make accounts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Google accounts. Suddenly appear.
A little scary. But talking about robots and agents and things we shouldn't be doing or maybe should be doing, Anu.
Yeah, it might be something that we don't have a choice to be doing. if you're using ChatGPT and you start seeing ads within your conversations. Because ChatGPT, there's a new ChatGPT ad format that is now being tested, where when within the Ads Manager, when you're creating a campaign, one of the campaign types is agent, and it has business agents, and that means you're sending people to a conversation with your business. This was spotted by the guy who just title is entrepreneur Jesus. I'm not gonna try and say his last name.
Entrepreneur Jesus.
Jesus, not well, Jesus was a great entrepreneur. Let's be honest. He got a lot of following.
Big business.
He did a lot of word of mouth promotion. Anyway, let's not get into that. Anyway, so the workflow now appears to have, he said 3 components: business profiling. So that means ChatGPT will crawl your website to automatically generate a profile, a business agent creations, and then so advertisers can then configure a business agent using custom instructions and agent powered campaigns. So rather than directing traffic to a URL, you're directing them to this, having that conversation with the business agent. And who is it? Mike Ryan. When on the post that was on LinkedIn, he commented saying that this is not like great idea, but not like a staggering new thing, because Google had also apparently given a choice of doing a business agent thing, but I don't hear anyone talking about that, or whether it's actually working, or whether they're using it. So I guess ChatGPT are fast on the heels of Google doing that, and I think it's going to be more prevalent using it within ChatGPT than Google.
Yeah, so 2 things. One is, this is not available for all advertisers. I don't personally see it. A lot of people don't see it, so it's rolling out slowly, maybe, or being tested. And the business agents is for like the lead feature, and is specifically an AI mode feature. So I don't know if it's fully rolled out yet. That's something they announced, I think, at Google Marketing Live just a few months ago. So we'll see if that actually rolls out. But it might be. I don't know. Maybe they're testing it. But this is the future. We're advertising to robots to go ahead and make transactions for us.
Honestly, it's the robots that are going to take over.
Taking over.
Greg. It's time to take the robots should take over, and we should have Greg not working on those things anymore.
Very good. All right. Hopefully we're back tomorrow without Greg, and we'll have a great day.
Can I make an engagement play? Can people vote on whether my new background is better than the mirror? I'm surprised none of you actually mentioned it. You can't see my second screen rolling anymore. Yeah. I was like, I need to change that. The mirror is on this side now.
Yeah, no, it's
on a different one.
Yeah. That's a good move. Definitely a good move. And also, I forgot, Marketing Clock was released this morning, so definitely check it out. A great interview about the whole TPC, CPA, and all the stuff changes. So definitely listen to that, and catch up with all the PPC live stuff. I think you have some new blog posts out there. So
yes, and my God, but I need to mention that we're going to interview Ginny on the podcast this week, and she confirmed. Sorry, I need to do that.
Barry Schwartz.
Yeah, we're gonna get have Barry jump in. Hey, Ginny, you miss me? She's like, oh, thank God, I don't have to deal with you every day.
I'll quit now.
All right. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.